Hello, my name is Dan Anthony. I've worked in IT and cybersecurity for about 20 years, and I've just started making a couple videos here to try and give some advice just from my experience and from what I've seen in the industry of how young or aspiring cybersecurity professionals can get into the profession. The first couple of videos that I posted, I will just link in the description. And after I posted those, I've gotten a handful of comments and questions, and I'm just addressing a few of those at, at this time right now. So without further ado, I shall head back over to the cybersecurity subreddit. And a top response was, so I am effectively wasting my time. Not sure why anyone would want to get into tech in this landscape. And a follow-on comment to that, another commenter added, pretty much we're in a death spiral with companies trying to automate entry-level jobs, employers wanting unicorns for low pay, and people not wanting to mentor because they're not sure if they'll have a job the next round of layoffs, and there's a next round of layoffs. So, yes, tech is chaos at the moment. Tech and cybersecurity, I will be using both of those terms synonymously in this video, but it is chaos. But before we resign ourselves to calculating pi for our robot overlords, I would like to ask, do you remember Y2K? The late 90s leading up to Y2K, for anybody who doesn't know, leading up to January 1st, 2000, awesome time to be in cybersecurity. Just a great time because there was a cataclysmic world-ending event that was coming up on January 1st, 2000, and a lot of hiring, lot of money flowing into tech. It was good times. We got an Amazon.com out of that. We got eBay. We got Yahoo and Ask Jeeves. Everybody knew Tom at MySpace. And then just a couple years later, the dot-com bubble. So we had this awesome economy, awesome tech field. It was going to be great, golden everything. And then boom, dot-com bubble. There were people during the dot-com bubble who were saying that tech is done. It is gone as a field. It will never be significant from here on out. How about through the next mid-2000s, things picked back up again, and then the housing bubble and Great Recession, same thing. Right. So fast forward to 2020, 2019, 2020, when COVID hit. But this time, right, the opposite happened with tech because everybody went remote. Suddenly, companies that were supporting remote work just exploded. Hiring, salaries. There were companies who were putting out job advertisements, interviewing, and extending offers within a matter of days. Crazy, just historically wild good time to be in IT and cybersecurity. And the last couple years, we've been correcting, right? We've been coming on the downside from that. The big three-letter word there is RTO, right? And with all of that RTO, layoffs, salaries falling, AI is taking jobs. That's the correction that we're riding right now. And that can feel rough, really demoralizing for anybody, especially who not just anybody who's being laid off. That's demoralizing, but also for anybody who is looking at tech and looking at cybersecurity as I think I want to do that as a profession. And you're seeing that companies are taking weeks and months to respond to job applications at this point. If they respond at all, salaries appear to be falling, and there's a lot of uncertainty, chaos. But I can tell you these issues are not unique to our field, and that chaos doesn't necessarily mean that there's zero opportunity here, right? It doesn't mean that no one is hiring. I will throw out this kind of correction when we're on the downside is the perfect time to start beefing up on your knowledge. Lean in to your learning, right? If you don't know about AI, right now is a great time to start learning about AI. Get certifications. If you have a degree, maybe it's a good time to start looking at that master's degree or some other advanced program. I highly recommend, if you don't have a degree, and you are looking at getting one, that you look for a tech degree that comes with hard skills. That's computer science, computer programming, tend to directly lead towards a junior development, being hired on as a junior developer following graduation. And that's even with little to no work experience. That's what I mean about hard skills. There are plenty of trade schools, tech schools, and universities that have information systems, business informations, management of information systems programs that are packed with courses on databases or on networks or on server admin, and they have relationships set up with many local companies so that you can go to that program and then you can basically have a foot in the door. So hard skills, that's what I would recommend for anybody who's looking to get in. And while that downturn is happening, perfect time to go get that bachelor's and get your foot in the door working as a database as a database person, as a network admin, things like that. So that in a couple of years, 3, 5, maybe more years, if you are still thinking, yeah, I would like to get into cybersecurity, that as the economy's taken off, you're taken off with it. You are ready because you have done the work during the downturn and you have learned more and you've made yourself more valuable, not just to your employer, but to yourself. And you're ready to make that jump and ride that wave. It is an exciting time to be in this industry that is so fun to love and hate at the same time. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, or just want to talk with somebody about IT, cybersecurity, donuts, motorcycles, road trips, or you just have an interesting story to share. Thanks for watching.